All right, we're going to respond to this claim right here. First off, I want to say thanks, man. I'm not going to lie. I appreciate it. You watched my video, you commented on it. It's things like these, it's claims like these that keeps my faith growing. I appreciate all questions, all claims. And so here, if you want to see the full thing, you're going to have to click on it because it's a little bit longer. But basically, just to break it down for you, he says that there's no archaeological evidence. There's no reliable eyewitness. There's nothing that would support a claim as big as resurrection. And to him, it kind of makes it feel more like a myth, more of like, I don't remember exactly what he said. I think he said interesting literature and not so much accurate history. So I want to answer this directly because starting with archaeology, it almost never proves events. Instead, what it does is it confirms things like people and places and context. From that standpoint, in our previous video, the one that this claim came from, we talked about Julius Caesar. From an archaeologist standpoint, there is no archaeological evidence that Julius Caesar ever even crossed the Rubicon. Along with that, Socrates, there's no evidence of them drinking poison. However, there's no serious historian who looks at that and doubts any of those events. Now, in the case of Jesus, both archaeology and non-Christian sources confirm things like Jesus. They do confirm that Jesus existed. They also confirm that Jesus was executed by Roman crucifixion. They also confirm that this happened in the exact time and place that the Gospels described. So the resurrection, it's not an archaeological claim. It's a historical one. That means that, it's evaluated using the same tools that historians use everywhere else. Early sources, multiple independent accounts, eyewitness testimonies, corroboration. By those standards, the resurrection, it isn't unsupported. We have very, very, very early material, including creeds quoted by Paul that date to within just a few years of crucifixion. That's not legend. That's living memory. Those early sources, they openly proclaim that Jesus died, that the tomb was sealed, and that the tomb was empty, and that he was seen alive by named individuals and groups. We also have non-Christian Roman and Jewish writers who confirm that Jesus was executed and that his followers genuinely believe that he rose from the dead. Now, does that prove resurrection? No. Does it force belief? No, but it absolutely removes the idea that this was just a late myth. And here's the thing to think about, right? If resurrection didn't happen, historians would still have to explain a lot, like why was the tomb reported empty? Why did the disciples go from fear to public proclamation? There's a lot of unanswered things if resurrection didn't happen. Why were people willing to suffer persecution without recanting? Why was this message preached in Jerusalem where it could have the claims could have been checked immediately? At this point, the disagreement, it isn't about evidence. It's about, what explanations that someone's willing to allow. You don't have to believe that the resurrection happened, but it's not accurate to say that there's nothing that supports it.